Daf Yomi Tractate Bava Batra, page 51b. We're in the middle of Rav Huna bar Avin's statement. Just to start it again, the bottom of 51a. The Gemara relates that Rav Huna bar Avin sent a ruling to those in the study hall in the case of one who sells a field to his wife. She has acquired it. Now on 51b. And as long as they remain married, the husband enjoys the profits, as he would with any usufruct property. But Rabbi Abba and Rabbi Abahu and all of the great sages of the generation said that the assumption is that the husband wanted to give it to her as a gift. And why did he write the deed for her, employing terminology indicating that it is for the sake of a sale? It was in order to enhance her power. The Gemara raises an objection from a Batra to the ruling that the wife acquires the property. If one borrowed from his own slave and then freed him, or if one borrowed from his wife and then divorced her, they do not have any claim on him, and he need not repay them. What is the reason for this? Is it not because we say that he desired to expose or conceal money? And his taking of the loan was merely an artifice to claim money to which he was entitled? Similarly, the assumption should be that her sale to her was merely an artifice. I wonder if it's the other way around. I wonder if the slave borrows money from the boss for some reason, and then he gets freed. Does he have to pay him back? It should go both ways. The Gemara answers, it is different there because there is an additional reason to think that it was an artifice. As it was uncomfortable for a person to be described by the verse, the rich rules over the poor, but the borrower is servant to the lender. Proverbs 22:7. It is therefore reasonable to posit that his intention was not to borrow money, but to expose the concealed money that was in the possession of his slave or wife. This concern does not apply to one who sells property to his wife, and therefore the sale is valid. The Gemara quotes a related statement. Rav says, in the case of one who sells a field to his wife, she has acquired it, and the husband enjoys the profits. In the case of one who gives a married woman the field as a gift, she has acquired it, and the husband does not enjoy the profits, since he gave it to her completely. And Rabbi Elazar says, in both this case and that case, she has acquired it, and the husband does not enjoy the profits. The Gemara relays because they performed an action in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Elazar, and did not allow a husband to enjoy the profits of a field he sold to his wife. Rabban Ukva and Rabban Nehemiah, the sons of Rav's daughters, so Rav's grandsons basically, said to Rav Chizda, does the master abandon a greater sage? In other words, Rav, the greater sage of his generation, and act in accordance with the opinion of a lesser sage, meaning Rabbi Elazar, who was Rav's student. Rav Chizda said to them, but I too am acting in accordance with the opinion of a greater sage. As when Ravin came from Eretz Yisrael, he said that Rabbi Yochanan said, in both this case and that case, she has acquired it, and the husband does not enjoy the profits. I am consequently not relying exclusively on Rabbi Elazar's opinion, but also on that of Rabbi Yochanan. Rava says that the halacha is, Rava says that the halacha is in accordance. No, in the case of one who sells a field to his wife, she has not acquired it, and the husband enjoys the profits. In the case of one who gives a married woman the field as a gift, she has acquired it, and the husband does not enjoy the profits. The Gemara asks, with regard to the first halacha, can these two ostensibly contradictory rulings be given? Rava's statement that the wife has not acquired the field means that the husband still owns it, while his statement that the husband enjoys the profits, in other words, he merely enjoys the profits but does not own the field, indicates that the field itself is owned by the wife. The Gemara responds, this is not difficult, because Rav is referring to two different cases. Here, when he says that she has not acquired the land, he is referring to a case where her money was concealed, and the sale was an artifice to expose it. While there, where he says that she acquires the land, he is referring to a case where she had money that is not concealed. As Yehoshua says, if she purchased the field with concealed money, she has not acquired it. If she purchased it with money that is not concealed, she has acquired it. Tanu Rabbanan, the sages taught in the Braita, one may not accept deposits from women, and not from slaves, and not from children. Since it is likely that they do not own property, they might have taken the item without authorization from their husband, master, or parent, respectively. Consequently, one should not accept the deposit. If, however, one accepted a deposit from a woman, he must return it to the woman, as he cannot be certain that it is not hers. And if the woman died, he must return it to her husband, as he is her heir. If one accepted a deposit from a slave, he must return it to the slave, since it might not belong to the master. And if the slave died, he must return it to his master.